Hey guys, and welcome back to Wild Subways Volume 3 London Underground. So, Mission 5 today, Standby Man 2. So, we are sorry to tell you that you'll have to jump in for a colleague today. First drive train from Edgeware Road to Aldgate, then be a passenger to Morgate and take over train to Hammersmith. So, we'll start the mission and get ourselves ready to go. So, get on train, set up for outer rail. So, that will be the back of the train over here. And let's get our way ready towards Morgate. Just want to make sure it's the back of the train quickly. Yeah, this is the back of the train. So let's get into the cockpit, set up the tail lights, and let's get this train ready to go. So yeah, it's two parts of this mission. First of all, we drive this train to Aldgate, and then we drive from Aldgate over towards then we take a passenger to Morgate, and then from Morgate we'll take a train over to Hammersmith. So yeah, let's complete this part of the journey. Just on the wipers here, that's switch over there. Let's go over to gauges, let's train up. So cab lights, destination lights, dashboard lights, headlights, cab vents, lights on the right side, engine on. Start building up pressure for the brake test as well. So on cab lights, also waiting, lean heating cab lights. Start the brake test, bring that to the right side. There you go. Brake test is now ready. Press the emergency brake, and then start charging the brakes up again. So that should give us the overall verdict if the brakes working or not. And likewise, we do have a lamp test underneath here as well, but I've never actually pressed that before. Don't think it even does anything. We'll check it out after the brake test ends. There we go, brake success. So if I turn that off now and try it. Okay, so it does actually do something, part of the brake test. And I don't think anything else will light up. So yeah. Let's over to the left side. And let's get this train ready to go as well. So we are on the Aldgate outer rail. So let's hit program. Outer rail, enter. We are at Edgeware Road, no end, because there's no start option, so either no end or end. So no end, and we're going to Aldgate. So set that up. There we go. Press enter. Starting station, press enter. So now I can open the doors.
This is Edgeware Road. Change here for other Circle Line
To our
services
train.
in the direction of High Street.
And actually, let's see what time we leave. So it's right now 16:27, and we leave at 16:30 actually. So about 2 minutes at this point. I will jump cuts, I guess, and I will see you guys in a moment once we're ready to go. So yeah, jump cut. Right, here we go. We're a few seconds away from departing. So if I go over to digital announcements, so that we're ready to depart.
This train is ready to depart.
These passengers on quickly. You have to be quick because I'm going to close doors in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sorry, but you're going to miss this train. If you're trying to get on it now. We're going to the exit, I'm not too sure. Nope, you're late. Oh well. Let's get ourselves going now. So that goes down. I'm going to try to full power to 25 miles per hour. So yeah, we're heading towards Baker Street, and as you can see, I don't think you guys have seen this part of the route yet as part to this series, because I know the mission so far has kept us towards Edgware Road, Hammersmith and Paddington. Yeah, it's like the first time we've probably been down this part of the rail for this series, though we then make it all the way to Aldgate, which I know another mission started at one point, so you all now have gone full circle around the entire circle line within the first 5 missions. So yeah, head towards Baker Street, where we do meet up with the Metropolitan line, although the actual Metropolitan line has not been modelled. There you go. So yeah, there's no actual model for the Metropolitan line A stock train, which is a bit of a shame in this game, but it's fair enough, we don't see it too much, although it does stop at Aldgate as the destination, so yeah, it would have been nice to see, but the developers already put effort into like 2 proper models, the player's model, and then the textures for the different lines as well. So you can't ask them for everything, I don't think. put plenty of effort into this model. Like, just good details in that. So the brickwork, fair enough, slightly lower textures because this is a fairly old game now. But the minor details that go into just absolutely everything. This game really goes into it. Right, we're leaving it 33 past, so I've actually got a few minutes to spare. And you can't walk out of this platform, fair enough. There we go. So if I leave, they go Wembley, Harrow, Uxbridge, Watford and Amersham. This is the Metropolitan line section over here. Actually, that's the Metropolitan line platform. I've never noticed that before, but no, that is another train platform over there, and that is for the Metropolitan line. Because yeah, that's, there you go. So King's Cross, Liverpool Street and Morgate, that's the Circle line stops. Over here is Wembley, Harrow, Uxbridge, Watford and Amersham, all the different branches of the Metropolitan line. So if you go back into our cabin, close the door behind us, sit down, check the time, so we're leaving it 33 past, 27:02, and yes, arrival is at 8:25, meaning that's only about a 20-minute, half an hour journey this part of the route. Press that down, another 5 seconds, we can close the doors, and then we are ready to go. Perfect. And I believe it now gets up to 40 miles per hour again. Yes, it does. So this part of the route is basically entirely underground. Yeah, its entire route will be underground at this point. So where the cut and cover level does proper work. Because I know with the south side of the Circle line, it's got a few more like gaps in where like mainly used for smoke release from the steam trains that used to work on the line. Yeah, the northern part's a bit more closed in, a bit more covered over, so it's more of a underground feel to it. But at no point do we go more than, I think it's like 10 metres underground at most, something like that. So we are really not that deep at all for a London underground system. London underground, despite one, it's the oldest, and I think it's also one of the most shallow systems in the world as well. Last year it celebrated like 150 years or something. It was like last year or the year before, it celebrated 150 years, and they proper pushed it when they actually put in the original steam train. Not sure if it was the complete original with like a slight replica version of it, but they did put the original steam train through the London Underground Metropolitan line, which was a bit of a fun. Right, slow down into Great Portland Streets. Remembers the old Shaggy Taxi meme from 2005? That's an ancient one. There we go.
This is a Circle line train to Edgeware Road.
So yeah, we do go via, there you go, via King's Cross, which I know if you watched my previous vlog I did from a little while back when I went to the YouTube space in London, I did go out of King's Cross station, so bear in mind I've been there fairly recently, aka back in March, was it? Nope, February or March, 20/03 is March. So bear in mind I went there in March. I can see how different the station is compared to what it looks like now. So I know, like I said, between the game's release in 2010 I believe it was, to now there's been plenty of works all over the London Underground, aka modernising every single station. Let's go to normal. Because yeah, World Subways Volume 3 released in 2011, May 25th, 2011. So it's had about 6 years to get out of date, and the amount of money the Underground has spent in the last recent years, they've definitely modernised a lot of it. 2011, so the Barbican station, which is closed in this game, as we went past 2 weeks ago, or 3 weeks ago now, that was opened in 2012, so a year after game release, and so forth. Like I said, all these trains in the game, every train modelled in this game, is now gone. They're all retired, the majority of them scrapped. Right, we're leaving here at 36, basically leave here now. Off we go. Have to say, the sounds of this train as well, proper recorded from the real C stock. Like, there's just the sound of it when I'm like, I don't know, 9, 10, 11, 12 years old and going on the London Underground, somewhere central London, generally on a school trip. I know we had plenty of school trips to like the museums in London, the Science Museum, where I specifically remember them shooting Barbie out of a cannon. Might even have that old photo as well. I had to get it on film because I had one of those like snappy cameras. You normally, you know, like when you go on school trips and you're younger, your parents give like a cheap snappy camera from Sainsbury's. That's, if you lose it, doesn't matter too much. Yeah, I have one of those. I got a picture of Barbie being shot out of a cannon in the Science Museum. And I was also called up to do the bubbles thing, where basically light up the bubbles and it shoots off in flames. But yeah, that was down on the South Kensington bit areas. Just listening to the sound and the screeching brakes of these trains. And I had a friend. Was it? No, I don't think it was Ben. That was high school. I had one friend who I remember just joking about with the how much those brakes screeched as it came to the station. Right, I've got 2 minutes at King's Cross. Let's look around. Because yeah, the station has definitely been... Oh, I can't cut across. So we cannot... Can we not go to the opposite platform? There we go. There we can. Massive stairs. I don't think are there anymore. Actually... Wait, because this platform's basically not changed. I'm trying to remember, were there the massive stairs there, or... Were they replaced? No, they're escalators now, aren't they? Yes, they are, because I remember from the video, these are now escalators. So, slight few changes here and there, but the gist of it... Can't walk out that way, but can walk through it. Yeah, the overall gist station has not changed too much infrastructure-wise, but then again, you can't really change an underground structure, can you? Right, it's now 38 past. Got a few minutes left before we can go, a few seconds even. Yeah, if you're getting on the train, I recommend getting on now. We'll do announcements in moments that we are ready to depart. Note, don't look back on to close the doors. You should just pressing the F8 key. It's now that we're ready to depart, because I believe it's time now. Yes, it is.
This train is ready to depart. Please stand clear of the doors.
There we go. Closing doors. And off we go. 20 miles per hour speed limit here, since we are now leaving the tunnels, and there are quite a few turns in this bit of the track. There we go. So yeah, pretty major turn here. A bit of an open area as we are leaving King's Cross. A gap here, which isn't this one which has the fake... No, it's not. Which part of the track is it which has like the fake building in front of the open area, which was built over just to cover up the train tracks and to make the area look a bit nicer. I forget which part of London that was where they have a fake building, but I do know it is on the Circle Line somewhere. I'll try and find it out for you guys next week. Otherwise, speeding back to 40 yet? Yes, it says. And then the distance between this station and next one is actually quite massive. Farringdon, or is it? No, it's not this section. There's one station somewhere where the distance between the two are like about a kilometre and a half, which is basically, on this part of London Underground, a massive distance. And it is in this area, kind of. It might even... Oh yeah, it is Farringdon. There, still another... just under a kilometre away. So King's Cross and Farringdon are the longest distance in the central London part of the Underground. Between two stations. Actually leave the train in shunt mode, and that should keep it 40 miles per hour, no problem. As this relay, the power maxes out. Right, so station is also now approaching. No, it's not. Another 200 metres to go. So yeah, it's in the tunnel bit just ahead. There we go. I remember these coloured houses in London, I can tell you that. But nah, it's not. It's only got most of the details of London in. Like I said, all the stations are correct. Maybe they're not. They may not be the correct way around, as we found out with what's it, High Street Kensington 2 weeks ago, where the station platform is literally the wrong way around. But at least it looks good. Now, I still can't believe they actually did that at High Street Kensington. I've not noticed that in
Edgware Road
8 years.
via Liverpool Street and Tower Hill.
Wrong way around. I've been through that station so many times and I still don't even know where it's going. Right, we are leaving here at 42 past. Another 10 seconds. We can close the doors. And then we'll make our way through. So yeah, another maybe 10 minutes until we arrive at Aldgate. There we go. Close the doors. And go up to 40 miles per hour again, leaving the station. So yeah, World Subways Volume 3 is the first World of Subways game in the series to have a third-person view, so you can actually like walk around the platforms and the stations. And it was also the first to have proper like simulated everything. So the only thing that this doesn't have is the exterior cameras like the previous game did, because the lack of walking around. But otherwise, gives you the train fully controlled to drive by the user. And likewise, woo, that was poorly done, poorly done, poorly done. Not paying any attention there.
This is Barbican.
Fortunately, I was coming out the front carriages. I completely missed the platform there. Hang on, can I even walk out of this bit?
Street and Tower
No, I
Hill.
can't. I just completely missed the platform there. Ouch, okay. Note to self, pay attention, come on. Pay attention. Right, when do we leave here? 44 past. So on the emergency brakes, I'm not going to go to emergency brakes, I had to go on the max brakes that this train allows. If I was on a normal schedule, I'd lose points for not stopping properly at a station, for heavy braking, and probably just for completely messing up this station. It's probably enough for a passenger to like get their phone out and record it for YouTube as well. Just, there you go. Headline news, train driver misses station. Anyways, let's just forget that ever happened and let's just go. Still 40 here? Yes it is. Yeah, just think. Just pay attention and think where you're going. I noticed that station there, I did start lightly braking, but then I just stopped for some reason, which was just the wrong decision to make at that moment. Absolute stupid driving from me.
The next station
Focus,
is
just
Morgate.
focus.
Change for the Northern Line and National
Whereas this
Rail
Morgate,
services.
so yeah, that train there is my train. I'm not stopping yet, I'm going to Aldgate still, but I need to then come back and pick up this train here and drive it back to Hammersmith, as I'm covering for someone else. So let's bring the train to a halt properly this time. That will do, perfect. There, that's the perfect stop. Front train right at the barrier, all carriages in the platform, and every passenger, quite busy stations I will say, every passenger gets in the train and well received. Right, so we're leaving here in about 40 seconds. Look at the side there, so yeah, that train there is what I'm doing. I go to Aldgate, turn off the train, be a passenger to Morgate, and then take that train back through Edgeware Road and straight to Hammersmith, which is the next station along, and I believe I am taking passengers for it. So we'll just have to wait until this train's ready to go. Because yeah, we're at Morgate. I'm not sure how many stops it is to Aldgate from here. I think it's 2 or 3. Maybe a bit more. Time to leave. About, yeah, another 10 seconds. So in a moment I'll signal for doors to close. And then we'll be on our way. There we go, 46, 46. Yeah, overall not been too bad a drive. Still messed up that one station, and that's probably going to overshadow the entire route, but as a majority, the journey's not been too bad.
Is Liverpool
Right, Liverpool streets. I think there's one more than Aldgate, but I will check. I'll check on the train map quickly. Train to a halt. There we go. We leave here at 48 past, so we've got about a minute. And while normally I wouldn't get out here, just check a map, I'm going to do this for you guys so I can give you an idea of what we've got. So we are at, really isn't accurate at walking, is it? So we've just got a Morgate, Liverpool Street. Okay, next station is Aldgate. Next station. So we'll get off here, get a passenger, and get back all the way to Morgate, where we then drive all the way through where we've just come from. We are leaving here in about 20 seconds, 25 seconds. And then we got to wait for a passenger train to come along, which last time that happened, well no, last time it happened was the stand-in mission, which actually wasn't too bad. The pick-up train drove it back to Edgeware Road. The time before that, when we were at Aldgate, we had to wait about 10 minutes for a train, and we're going to Aldgate and have to wait for a train. Although this time I'm facing the other way for it, so hopefully it'll take us as long. Anyway, next station is where we are terminating. To bring it up to 40. There will be some speed limits as we get close to the station, which is fine. And then we will arrive at the end of the station, and this time don't mess it up because there is a buffer at the end of this, and I don't feel like slamming this into a buffer. And yeah, I assume the next train will be catching. Right, down to 15, down to 10, and yeah, slowly into the buffer platform. And there you go, just seeing now at the end with the lighting just changing as we're in the station. So get to the end of this. Stop train, get passengers off, and then return to Morgate on the next service, which hopefully shouldn't take us too long. So slow the train down. A bit more. Perfect, right. Open doors. And turn train off. Then keep power on. Now train terminates here. 4. Nope, yes. Train off, and off we go. Right, you guys are sitting on an empty train. I did signal to all change please, so you guys have fun. So now go over to my train. Whoops, sorry. Change platforms to the inner rail. Get on the train to siding. Been up these stairs here. Been to Aldgate station. I've been to most stations on the underground, to be fair. Being a Londoner, you generally do. But no, yeah, I've been to most of these stations. Right, so go to the rear of the train, so then it's quicker to get the tail lights sorted once we get off the train. And now it's just a waiting game, which I think I will just jump cut now into, because like I said, last time it took us 10 minutes, you never know how long it is on the game. In reality, we're looking at most, maybe 3-4 minutes at most, but this game extends that a bit, because of the limited models I guess. So, yep, I'll now jump cut, see you there. There we go. Train finally appears in the scene. Waited about 7-8 minutes for that one. So yeah, here it comes. So it's 2 stops, and we go back to Morgate and pick up the C-slot train there. Journey time shouldn't take us that long at all, really. It's just a case of getting there, and I assume we've also got a reduced service as well for carriage train, because that's what London Underground management seems like giving us at the moment. I just can't get a full-length train at the moment, it's just these 4-car miniature ones. One day I'll get a proper 6-car service. One day. Until then, we'll just have to deal with what we got. yeah, let's just wait here for the service to go. And we get to enjoy it from the view of everyone's favourite fidgeter. There we go, let's see what he looks at. The woman over there, looks at that woman as well. Again, I'm not controlling the camera, this is what he's doing. I've got a feeling he's very lonely. Poor guy. Again, this is him controlling it, it's not me. You know what, let's be decent here and just look over here instead. There we go, that's more of a sensible view. That train on the other platform? Yeah, one over there. Not sure what time we leave. This last time as well, train was just held at Aldgate for so long. Train just wouldn't move until basically whenever it felt like it. But yeah, I got a feeling that's because of the actual schedule itself. So on my own train, I saw the options that shows like what time we meant to depart the station. I've got a feeling that this is also part of the set schedule. The drivers drive on the route as well, which is why we'll be held at the station until we are ready to go. If I need to, I will also jump cut this bit. If sitting at a station it really requires a jump cut these days. But I'm hoping that won't be the case. Even though it most likely will be. Yep, let's jump cuts. There we go, that's the whistle. And doors now closed. Let's go to Morgate. So yeah, we're on the platform another 2 minutes until we actually went, so again, jump cut was probably a good idea there. And that's the benefit of doing this as an actual series video and not a live stream. If this is a live stream, I'd have to sit here and talk for 2 minutes about nonsense whilst waiting for the train to go. But in this case, I was able to just cut away and jump back in when people would be interested, aka when the train's actually driving. There you go, lighting's just come back off again, so don't expect too much visuals outside other than that train signal and anything else. So yeah, just enjoy the view from back here of the train. So yeah, 2 stops. We've got the next one, Liverpool Street, and then we're back at Morgate. And then from Morgate we'll get onto the train and drive. We should take us more than maybe 2-3 minutes.
The next
There we go, Liverpool Street.
Liverpool Street. Change for the Central and Hammersmith and City lines and National Rail services.
And then there's one more, which is Morgate. Yep, getting out of that side, and getting off at Morgate will be...
Liverpool Street. Change here for the
I'm not actually
Central
too sure
and
what station we go off
Hammersmith
at
City
Liverpool
and
at
National
Morgate.
Rail services.
So I'll check something as well. Down on the platform, it's just a wall, which looks like a bit from here at least. So yeah, we I believe split off to both sides, and then we have a central platform, which is our train to Morgate. So yeah, we'll just get on these doors here. And again, fingers crossed, train will not be held at the station. Nope, there we go, straight out for this side. Straight out, and off we go. Again, this guy's inability to phase through the door of a moving train. No one's ever going to be able to beat this. Now, stand properly in the train, and let's just look outside using the camera rotation tool. There's another train there, Circle Line. It's not Hammersmith and City. Our camera just doesn't reach it. There you go, next station's Morgate. Train will now move to the left. Should give us the space in the middle for another platform. Oh no, sorry, no it's not. Sorry, this is the main line. The extra platform's on the side, isn't it? Yes it is, right, sorry, yeah. My mistake, yeah. The extra platform on the side to this one. It's not in the centre like most of these stations are in London Underground. This one's a bit different to the others. Anyways, doors will open. And yes, we've got a reduced car service, don't we? 1, 2, 3, 4 cars. Oh well. If we're driving small trains, we're driving small trains. tail lights on. Destination lights will be circle line via Aldgate, because that's how it's always set. We can set it to the circle line just if we wanted to, which is over here. Where is it? Over here, but for some reason they don't let us do it, so over to circle line it is via Aldgate. Let's go. And there we go, circle line via Aldgate, and tail lights are on. Sprint to the front, and let's see what time we are leaving Morgate to Hammersmith. Train approaching. That's for their platform, I believe, not ours. Anyway, it's just leaving now. Let's get our own train sorted as well. Oops, still want to open that door. Sit down. See what time we're leaving. So it's right now 7:02. We leave at 7:05. So we have 3 minutes to get this train going. So engine on. Bring it forward twice and charge up the air brakes so we can test the braking. That's active. Turn the lights. And brakes are ready to go. So motor brake set. Charge up, and as they go up we can sort out the saloon heating and light sets. And destination, oh, we can't reach from up here, fair enough. So just give it a few moments, then we'll soon be ready to go. Brake test is passed. Let's set that back to normal. That's all set up. And yeah, make sure the lights are all set as well. This goes over to Circle Line via Aldgate. Now showing that platform has the City Line. And he'll now be departing once signal goes green for him, because the air train will be just ahead of him, won't it? And at this point, signals is basically just signal station, signal station, signal station. So could get a bit backlogged actually here for us as well as a driver. Anyways, let's get this train ready to go. So we're on the inner rail. Program Circle Line inner rail. Enter Morgate. Enter to Hammersmith. So we are driving the entire length of the route plus the siding, which could make this a slightly more extended episode, but who cares. Starting station, press enter, and open doors. There's one guy at the end of the platform over there who's going for our train, I think. Nope, oh well. I just got to wait until... Yeah, I don't think I need to jump cut this one, I will be honest. Just gotta wait a few seconds for this. And yeah, it'll be next service to go as well, so... Once those signals go green, it's close doors, sorry, raise the parts, close doors, and go. Again, wait for signals to go green, as that will generally be the case for us. Unless the clock ticks over to 6 past, and then we'll just have to close the doors, just so we can get at least a departure time on time. But yeah, so now it's 5 past, we could leave now, and then the red signals will stop us and give us a mission failure. But I will say, we've now seen every station, or at least been through every station in the game within the first 5 episodes of this series. Because, yeah, the first we've been so far was Aldgate, as we took the train to Edgeware Road. First we were a passenger from Aldgate to Mansion House, then took the train to Edgeware Road, and in this episode now we start from Edgeware Road and go to Aldgate. So that completes an entire loop, and plus we've been down that Hammersmith branch so many times. Right, now it's ready to depart.
This train is ready to depart. Please stand clear of the doors.
And let's go. Speed limit on this track is 10 miles per hour, so we can do that. And let's go. Yeah, once we go over that sign, speed limit in the main tunnel will be 40. Perfect. So maybe not go so fast and get a bit of distance between myself and the next train. You'll most likely be at the next station. And yeah, if we can get a bit of distance between us, it should do us a bit of fine. You don't have to wait in the tunnels too much and get delayed so far. Because there is a apologise for delay option on the announcement as well. There you go, we're at Barbican. Don't mess this up. You can do it. The platform is easily long enough for you. Just don't shoot across it, like you did last time. Paying no attention to the driving, despite the fact you're staring at a screen right now. Shows you this train at the end of a platform. I'm not even sure what went through my mind there, but like I said, you saw me braking, then I just stopped braking for no reason.
This is a Circle Line train to Hammersmith via King's Cross and Pancras and Baker Street.
What time do you leave what time do you leave Barbican? 7 past, yeah, we can leave us now. Close that, and here we go. Yeah, I'll stay 40 miles per hour until we get to King's Cross. Go down to 30 again. Actually, no, I think we went down to... Was it 30 at that turning bit? Not too sure. Otherwise, yeah, I'll carry on. So, we've also got Farringdon's come up. So, is Farringdon next station? You know correctly? Yes, it is. So, Farringdon, King's Cross, Baker Street, Edgeware Road, if I'm correct, in that order. And it's then the Hammersmith extension, so you've got the Paddington, something, Latimer Grove, something, where the Central Line meets it, Shepherd's Bush Market, and then Hammersmith. See, I know my train line. No, I don't. Again, the Hammersmith extension's always caught me out when it comes to station names.
This is Farringdon. Change here for National Rail Services.
Right, we leave Farringdon at 8 past. 8 past.
Cross and Pancras and Baker Street.
Give it a few more seconds. It's about 40. And then we'll go. Next station is King's Cross. So, yeah, how far is it? So I said about a kilometre and a half, wasn't it? Next station, King's Cross in... plus 200 for the first and the leg go. It's about, yeah, a kilometre and a half away. Which for this part of the route is massive. Because with London Underground, it's station, 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 station. It's the one part of the route that slightly goes against that. Just thinking about it, right, I've only ever been on the refurbished D-Stock train once in my life. And that was when I was off to go see my cousins. Otherwise, I've been on the unrefurbished one back when it was the white aluminium train, which I literally just nicknamed the white train because it was like white at the time, the red front in its pre-refurbished aluminium body. But after the refurbishment, I only ever went on it once. And I was going to say go see my cousins. Otherwise, yeah, train's now out of service, and I'll probably never go on it in the national rail system. Right, is it a red signal next? Yes, it is. Train is in the station, which has gone green.
The next station is King's
Make sure it
Cross
has.
and Pancras.
Yeah, go nice and slowly into King's Cross. Yes, a red light coming up now. So train down and stop. There we go. Right, that signals go green. Go to the end of the platform, and we could be held here for a few moments. What time do we leave the station? Yeah, got about a minute from this point in time. Yep, still red. Need a 100% green confirmation from this before we can move on to King's Cross Station. There we go. That's now green. Just confirm it. Yes. And into the station we go. otherwise platform may be quite empty. Bear in mind the train has just left it. No, actually, there's quite a fair few people here. Service is standing in front of us. Actually, it was a Hammersmith City, wasn't it? Which we're going to anyway following that line, so if anyone's here for a circle line, they could have just taken us to Hammersmith City because it's the same destination. Anyway, stop train and open the doors.
This is King's Cross and Pancras. Change
We leave here in
Piccadilly,
1711, we leave here at 1712,
National Rail Services.
and the signal is just below us, isn't it?
For the World Institute of the Blind. This is a Circle Line train to Hammersmith.
Yeah, I can't even see the signal from this point here. I know it's down below me. Here we go. Stand up to see it. So yeah, it is definitely green. Or I could do that actually, and just poke my head around. Anyways, time to go. Yes, it is. Although I'll wait for the latter half of the minute. Again, just give us the time gap between me and the train in front of us, so we don't have to spend the entire journey being held behind the service and in the tunnels. I'd rather wait a few extra seconds and drive a bit slower than usual. There we go. And there we go. So yeah, speed limit of 40. And onwards we go. So yeah, I will say I've definitely enjoyed this series so far, While the Subways. It's a game I had for years, like I said. And I'm a simulator channel, so a lot of my content is based on simulators. But I've never really done a train simulator before, other than that one live stream, which was really well received by you guys. So continuing the series, it's probably not going to get near as many views as the live stream did, based on how that was like a video that came out with the only train simulator compared to this, which is a full series that maybe not so many people will be interested in, but as long as it's more content for the channel and it's something that you guys specifically wanted me to do. Because like I said, I know people have asked me to do train simulators. They've not specifically told me which simulator they want me to do. They want me to do the Dovetails Train Simulator 16 or the World of Subways or Train Sim World, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, starting off with World of Subways, and if you guys want me to do any more, feel free to let me know in the comments. Is there any train simulator you specifically want me to do? I mean, like OpenBV as well, like a free open source train simulator, which I personally used for years as well, and definitely have some good memories with. And I know I had like every single underground line built for that as well, as like a little nice bonus. So if you want me to focus more on the underground, I can do it on the underground. If you want me to do other lines, National Rail, I'm happy to do National Rail. Whatever you guys want, you guys are the boss. Otherwise, off we go. Let's make our way down to... That was Euston Square, was it? Yes, it was. So yeah, not too far away now. We've got Baker Street, Edgeware Road, and then the extension. The shunt mode, is that maxes at 40 miles per hour. And there you go, next station is now visible at the end of the tunnel. In the end of the rendering range of this game.
The next station is Great Portland Street.
Sorry, yeah, Great Points. Yeah, I've completely forgotten about half the stations on this route, haven't I? And that's twice now I've completely said Baker Street will be the next station. No, it's not, don't worry. Oh no, Great Portland Street now. Now, the next station is Baker Street. I'm just being completely off today right now.
This is Great Portland Street.
I will say I'm now actually being I'm now just being completely off. I mean, like I said, I've missed the station earlier. I don't even know where I'm going right now. Let's just get ourselves ready to go. Right, so Baker Street, Edgeware Road, Hammersmith, all the others, Shepherd's Bush Markets, Hammersmith Station. So we're getting there to the end of the route now. We're getting there. Although this video will be about an hour in length, as like I said, it'll be a more extended one as we have now got to go backtrack up and forth down the routes. So next station is, hang on, what we're doing is 40 miles per hour, keep it shunt 1. Yeah, Baker Street 200 metres away. You can now see it coming up on the end of the rendering. Like I said, very dark game this in terms of brightness. You can raise the brightness, but it actually kills the game completely. So it's like better to play it with this dark theme to it, but otherwise, yeah, graphically one of the better train simulators out there. Actually, I also add, if you want me to do World Subways Volume 1, 2 or 4, those are also options for me to do as well, because they can now be bought cheap on Steam. Right, we leave Baker Street at 18 past. Yes, like very fair few passengers here, because I've got a feeling all these guys will now be changing over to the Metropolitan line and heading towards Harrow on the Hill, where we then branch off to the Amersham, Chatham, Uxbridge and Watford branches, and many others that the Metropolitan line goes to. And look, I'm now technically inside a Hammersmith and City line train, which is impossible to do in this game. There we go, let's now get ourselves ready to go. And let's go. Right, careful of the speed limits, it does go down at this point because of the old tunnel laws around Edgeware Road. Let's keep an eye on that. Let's go. That's a Circle Line train. Not sure what time it is actually. Is it 5 o'clock? Yeah, 5:15. So I'm not sure if the sun will even be up at this point in this game, or if it'll just be evening coming in, the sun setting. Right, down to 25. There we go.
Next station is Edgeware Road.
And at this point, yeah, it's like a bit of a sunset kind of thing. Sun's starting to go down. It's not as bright as it normally is. Down to 15 for this track. Got a side rail here as well for trains just passing. And yeah, it's bringing the train to the end of the platform. So yeah, what do you guys think of this game graphically? Do you like it? Do you hate it? It's very different compared to most games, and wow, I'm not sure why I'm stopping at this station, but I've got a feeling this massive barrier here is not where passengers are meant to get off at. Hang on, what time do you leave here? Make sure I'm not messing this up. I've got 21 past, so yeah. Okay, I can just phase through it, but yeah, we probably should have stopped a bit further back down the platform. Fair enough. And yeah, there's plenty of platform I could have stopped at. Yep, that's what I should have done. Here, let's go back to the front of the train and just get ourselves ready to go. So, there you go. Please wait for train information. No smoking, please. No smoking, please. Back to our own train. It'll be easy to go through this carriage and go through carriage to carriage, won't it? Open doors. Just walk through. Close doors. And then get to the driver cab at the front. Any announcement I can make here? All changes please, apologise for the delay. Thank you for travelling, go for 6.
Thank you for travelling on the Circle Line.
Right, we are leaving in a few seconds. Any other announcements I can make? Bring no smoking. Number 8.
Please remember, smoking is not allowed on any London Underground train or station.
Same train Circle Line, apologise for delay. Train time that's here. Nope. Well, that's just the boring ones. Right then, we'll go in about 10 seconds at this point in time. I mean, I'm not sure how those announcements actually affect normal scores in the scenario mode, but like I said, we don't actually get scored in the mission mode, so we can do whatever we want here, press any buttons. We could tell passengers we're terminating here when we're not, and then we'll just leave the train, questioning where we're going, but either way, let's just carry on going to schedule. Right, so it's 25 miles per hour this section here, don't forget. Put in neutral now. And let's go to Edgeware, Hammersmith. I'm really having an off day, I have to say. Really having an off day with this. Hopefully next week I'll be back at top form. go. We'll now soon be leaving the tunnels. That sign normally indicates. Again, next set signals also coming up as well, which then takes us to the platform of the station. Right, so maybe about 10 minutes away from the end route. Actually, I can tell you how far we are from the end route for this. No, it's this one. There you go. 17:37. It's right now 22. So you're about 10-15 minutes away from the end of the route. Although we have now left the tunnels for what will be the last time. Unless you can that crossover bit as a proper tunnel, then we've got that one tunnel left. Otherwise, bring train to a halt. And this part of the route you now know just off by heart to the back of your hand, because we've been down it so many times now. We are leaving at 23 past, so I can do that once the rush ends. There you go, I think everyone has now come off, and everyone's coming on now. That one guy here, if you don't get on the first carriage, I'll just go without you. Yep, 3, 2, 1, too late. Let's go. So yeah, don't forget it also now goes to about 30 miles per hour here as well, speed limit wise. So bring train down. Yeah, about 40 at this point, but next station will be around 30, and then we'll start having to slow down at Latimer Grove. Is this Latimer Grove? Royal Oak. Sorry, Latimer Grove. Wow, I really am off. I really am off today. Anyways, let's start slowing down for next station. Yeah, Latimer Grove is a lot later, so the actual final stretch to Hammersmith. Go. 20 seconds. There we go. Close doors. And let's go. Right, so 30 miles per hour here, then we've got the crossover bits to the opposite side of the National Rail services. So I go for the whistle. There we go. Yeah, now make sure the speed doesn't go over 30 at this point, because there's a good chance of a derail train here, going too fast on the left turn, sharp turn, downhill bits. And yeah, at this point I'm going to accelerate, add a bit more power to the train as we go uphill. Let's wait for the upwards gradient to start. Of course, I've also gone this way down the branch as well. I've only actually gone down the opposite direction towards Edgeware Road once for this series, and that was actually going on the training mission with instructor Danny, if you remember him. Everyone's favourite silence guy. Yeah, he's mute and he's our instructor. It's a perfect combination, isn't it? Because you can't be told off though if you do something wrong. You're always correct. Right, we leave here at 27 past, another 40 seconds. And any moment now we'll be cleared to go. Another 10 seconds, we'll close the door and then make our way towards Hammersmith, which is about 4 stops away now. Video is now at 55 minutes. Or a bit early actually, no it's not, just in time. I'm going to beat the clock for 27 past. GG, I have beaten the game. Let's go. Whistle. Definitely air trains whistle though, that's the one thing they don't do in this game. Which is a bit of a shame, but what can you do really? If they're not programs to whistle, they're not programs to whistle.
The next station is
Likewise, I don't think there's a train in front of me in this service, so we should be clear for the rest of the journey. There's no one behind us to signal. Actually no, there was, sorry. If you remember correctly, as we left that station, there was a Hammersmith and City service as well in front of us. But yeah, he's long gone now. Don't worry about that.
This is Ladbroke Grove.
There you go, Ladbroke Grove. This is what I'm talking about.
To Hammersmith.
And we leave in about 10 seconds once the main rush has ended. I could use the station monitors here, but okay, one, the station doesn't have it, and two, they are static in this game. They're not proper dynamic ones. But to be fair, if you can barely get dynamic reflections working, those are quite low resolution. Don't think you spend too much time on the displays. Would be nice to have, but 10 years ago, no, this game's only about 6 years ago, not 10, but 6 years ago, I don't think the engine really had the technologies to put a proper
Next station
display in.
is Edgeware Road.
I don't think many engines have that either, like proper CCTV, like get footage from another part of the game, like world, and just broadcast it to your screen. The only game I can think that can do that is, or at least do it properly, is OMSI 2, and that was on some like modded bus displays. Like even like Call of Duty and stuff like that, major AAA titles,
This is a circular
you go for a
train to
CCTV,
Hammersmith.
you like change your whole screen to like teleport the actual player's camera to the new location, and not just display it a small part on the screen showing you the environments. So yeah, that's a bit of a not an issue at all, but like something most game engines cannot actually do at the moment. There you go, Grand Theft Auto Online as well. Like if you're on Grand Theft Auto Online and you want to watch like another police chase going on right now, it doesn't change just your TV to the police chase. No, it teleports your entire camera to the screen. It fills up your entire screen with it. So maybe one day we'll get a proper engine which can actually do that, but as it stands, that is not the case just yet. Right, another 10 seconds till we go. So we're trying to beat the time again. I think it's actually 10 seconds, not 5 seconds, the threshold between time we leave and so forth. So if we do that, nope, fair enough. Okay, a bit more than that. Oh well, I'll just go anyway because it's only a few seconds, and again we don't get scored on this. If I wanted to, I could completely ignore the schedule, just go to the end of the route, but I'll at least have the decency to follow it to the nearest seconds. There you go, next station coming up.
The next station is Wood Lane.
That's it, Wood Lane, one of the central line connecting to it, although you don't actually directly walk to it. You actually have to go outside and walk about 200 metres to the stations, Shepherd's Bush. That's Shepherd's Bush Market, sorry. Wood Lane to Circle Line is a 350 metre walk from
Change here for the Central Line.
Shepherd's Bush.
This is a
Because I know it's
Circle Line train
White
to
City
Hammersmith.
to Shepherd's Bush Market. See, I think it's Shepherd's Bush to this station, Wood Lane, where it's about a 300 metre walk on the surface. Otherwise, yes, close the doors and let's carry on. Yeah, okay, one downside to this game is GUI, I guess. The bottom grey bar where it says drive schedule Hammersmith in a rail, not the prettiest in the world. Maybe it would be nice to have it as part of one of these displays, or at least match the style of it. Because it seems a bit out of place there, I think, and it takes up a good portion of your screen as well. It's not bad, but it could be a lot better. video has now come over 1 hour in length. So it'll be slightly longer this one, but it's to compensate from last week, which was about 20-25 minutes at most. It's a really short episode, quite a nice one to record actually. But yeah, today, over an hour in length, and my mind is not at it at the moment. There's the BTV World Headquarters.
The next station
And Shepherd's Bush Market. Slow train down. So yeah, Shepherd's Bush Market. And then we're at Hammersmith. Train's that's a Hammersmith City line. Might even be the one that was in front of us, to be fair. The one that we saw as we were leaving Morgate. Could be the same train. What time do we leave the station? We leave in right now if we wanted to. We'll give passengers a few seconds to move around. Back we go. And yes, now signals for passengers to go. Right then, onwards to Edgeware Road. Yeah, be careful for the speed limits at this point as well, as we are now entering the end of the line. So it's just hide all the shunts here. Sorry, no, it's Godhawk Road, then the end of the route. My word, what is wrong with me today? What is wrong with me? Calm down. We're so close. Press red anyway, so we will be held here. Just gone green, which means the Hammersmith line is actually in front of us in the end, and not at the end of the route as we thought it were. You're at 34 past, so I'll go at the end of the minutes. No matter how long the passengers take here, we'll go right to the end of the minutes, and then we will slowly make our way to Edgeware Road so that we're not having to wait and be held again for the third time doing this route, 3 out of 3. But it was, yeah, a pleasant sunset journey today. Nothing too major other than that one mistake at the start of the video, missing the station. Quite a pleasant one in the end, and just minus my own noise as well. If you ignore me for the entire video and just focus on the train driving, then yeah, most of it's been a good episode. Just that one hiccup at the end. Right, let's make our way towards Edgeware Road. Not Edgeware Road, Hammersmith. I'm saying Hammersmith the entire time, I think. Didn't actually know anymore. I could have been saying Edgeware Road, but there. Make our way to Hammersmith and just end the episode here. Here we go. Stop the train, stop the train, stop the train. Don't want to overrun. That could... Whoops. Close the doors, close the doors. Oh no. I am really off today. Right, wait for signal to go green, and then we will make our way to Hammersmith. Just stick my head out the door and just focus on that lights. Because yeah, there is a train at the platform, you can see it. And then we'll just wait for him to disappear into thin air for lights to go green. Just a block of flats over there. Or chimney. Spray not converted factory actually, now a train depot. Which, if you remember from last week, you could not actually enter. And again, 6 years of waiting to actually go into that depot. 6 years trying to get this train journey correct. And it's the biggest disappointment in my life. Genuinely will be. I expected to just go into the hangar and just into the depot and actually like see another train, or like, even if it's empty, completely empty, it'd just be nice to drive into.
This train terminates. District and Piccadilly lines operate from a different station across the road.
Right, so let's just slowly go into the platform.
Please ensure that you take all your belongings with you.
Down to 10 miles per hour here. And now we'll just idle all the way to the end of the platform. We'll reduce service, don't forget, so you don't have to take the entire platform length if you don't need to. And then all passengers will depart from here. And there, that will do for me. So, open doors,
This is Hammersmith, where this
and there we go. So, congratulations, ended this mission successfully. So, well, 1 hour 5 minutes in the end of this video is, and I think I can definitely end it here. So, apologies for the bad knowledge I've given you this video, probably my least best thing I've done so far, on the series at least. But other than that, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Do leave a like if you did, do subscribe, and I'll see you guys next week after a nice long rest, shall we say. Goodbye.